when I got my verification email for the Linus Project blankets, they also sent a pattern to use in case I didn't know how to make one of these. One is the fleecy loop blanket, and in both of them you cut out the corners, and I cut out 4-inch corners, and then the fringe is cut, but you have to use a sewing machine for this one. I chose not to do this one, but the easy no-sew fleece blanket, of course my printer wasn't working too well, but I've done enough of these not to have to use it. But they do send all the information. They suggest that you can start with 1.5 yards for the top and 1.5 for the bottom, but since some of these may be going to some bigger children, then we got 4 yards. 2 yards for the top and 2 yards for the bottom, so they'll be quite ample to keep good and warm and keep those feet covered up. And this is the 4th one I've cut today, and so I've kind of got it down to a fine science. You can use a rotary cutter or scissors. I've used both. This is the cross grain, so I used the scissor because it was easier. The rotary cutter did better here, so I took the easy way out on that. Since I have this nice big cutting table, then I have this folded over, and I'm cutting both sides at one time. And the rotary cutter does quite nicely to cut also. If you aren't quite sure about your measurements and you prefer to mark, go ahead. They are knotted, so it's not a fine science. And these are cut about 3/4 of an inch wide. Don't want them any thinner than that, because when you're tying the knots, they may come apart, or you would pull it off. And since my great-grandchildren are going to be helping us put these together, I have tied knots on the top and the bottom to mark these so that we don't have to match everything back up. Because if these fall apart and you start having to match them back up, then don't want to do that. And with a 4-year-old, anything's liable to happen, so I'm just kind of tying these, that way we'll have something to go by. And I'll do this all around all 4 sides. And this way I can also get them transported. If they hit the floor, fall or something, then I've got it handled. This is the middle of the blanket, so I'm going to tie it. And that's, by the time I've cut 4 of these today, yeah, my hands were kind of tired, so using the rotary cutter some helped quite a bit. But these have to be shipped out by and received by the 30th of September. These are for children of our fallen heroes. So they're very special. This is my great-grandson Brandon. How old are you, Brandon?
4.
How old?
4.
Yeah, 4. And this is great-granddaughter Hannah. How old are you, Hannah?
8.
You are 8. And who's that beside you helping you?
My Mama Donna.
Your Mama Donna. And what are you doing?
We're making a blanket for Snowball. We're making blankets for Snowball Express.
And how many are you making?
4.
You're making 4. And what is Snowball Express? Do you remember?
Yeah.
What is it, Brandon?
It's a train.
It's
Choo-choo train.
a choo-choo train. It's for kids, isn't it, who need them?
Yeah. Snowball Express is where kids who have lost their parents, and we're here making blankets for them.
So they're very special, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And this is going to be one of my favorite ones because it's my favorite animal.
Okay. Well, you're doing a good job. So what do you have to do? What do you have to do, Brandon?
I have to make knots.
Yeah.
This is my favorite kind of tiger.
That's your favorite kind of tiger.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I like the ones without the bird from their heads.
Okay. Well, you get busy because you got 4 to do, so you have to hurry up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I'll get back with you when you get done.
Okay.
Okay.